These individuals around the ball. What a nice job of showing. It's taking a long time, but it's really hard because there's hardly any mistakes, really no mistakes being made. I mean, these three are doing a wonderful job. The seniors better look out as far as I'm concerned. But next year when they get there, this is just really important. I'd say this heifer is really ready to go back to the barn. I wish that I'd shut up, but I'd like to say a few things. I feel for her. She's had a long day, but she's done a great job with her. An example of how important showmanship is. This young lady here to my left yesterday, that was a tough class. Devin was talking on the way here. She was in a really challenging class. You could have taken the heifer that won to win it and explain it. There was a heifer in the middle of the class that if you wanted to, you could have talked to her to win it. And there's a heifer clear at the bottom of the class that if you wanted to make a case for her in terms of muscle and dimension through the center portion of her body, she could have won it. She was at the bottom of the class. I'll tell you what really separated it was, for example, this young lady had this heifer stuck the whole time. Right, you just didn't get a bad look at her. Maybe she wasn't the best heifer in the class before she looked that way during the show, and that's an example of how important this is. It's crucial. These three do everything right. There's not many changes, hardly any changes. I don't want to discourage them all. I hate it that we've got to pick one. But I'll tell you something that really stuck out to me. The young man with this red heifer in the center, he got a tough situation early. They didn't give him any space over here. There's too many cattle in here. It's nothing against the kids beside him, but he was in a jam. And there's textbook ways to get him out. You know, some books tell you to get him out in front, walk around, bring him back into your place, or do different things. They teach you. Well, you didn't have that option. The only option you had to do is what you did, and you handled it really well. You got her out of a tight situation. You got her back in. You got her set up. Rarely, if you watch this young man show, rarely does he even have to touch the feet. That's really good awareness of his animal and how to get the most out of her. He really collects himself, and that just really sticks out to me. For that reason, I think you have to use him for your champion. A lot of this analyzing you three out here now goes back to the original class and things we remember, and there just hasn't been any mistakes. You've just been aware and shown confidently, and you haven't overpicked her. You kept the head up, you handled a tough situation, and through the whole show, you've done the best job, in my opinion. I think the young lady to my right, this is really hard to not use you to win it, and I tried to explain the best I could why he won it. You've done a wonderful job. You don't catch this heifer out of place. She's really well made. You don't overdo it picking her at her feet. Yeah, please give her a round of applause. You just always get her looking so good on the profile. Your position, your posture has been spot on. It's probably hurt you a little bit, her just being more out and not wanting to walk with you instead of, you have to pull on her. So that hurts, and in showmanship, that just catches up with you, and it's just a tough break. You do a wonderful job, as well as the young lady out there that I was complimenting. You showed yourself really well yesterday. That calf to win that class, I believe, did an excellent job because of the way you show. What came back to bite you a little bit was you picked a little bit too much towards the end. You had her set up pretty good, and you went ahead and moved that foot and stretched her out a little bit, ever so slightly. And the reason you don't like to see kids overdo it with their feet when they're close is every time you move one foot, it'll change the whole composition of the body. They got their weight on 3 feet instead of 4. So if they're really close, I'd rather not see you pick at it. When we initially came in, she was giving you fits and wouldn't allow you to get her where you wanted to get her, and that kind of catches up with you a little bit when we're analyzing everything. You three do a wonderful job. Please give them a great round of applause.
Placing first in your junior team showmanship will be by Mitchell. Second, Rose Smith. Third,